So the primary problem is this: I cannot pull the handle any more than this point because the door would not close. So when this is supposed to come up, this point here, this is not deep enough in the door that it can actually catch the mechanism here. It is in vertical direction, it is well aligned with the hole, but in the horizontal direction it is not close enough to this point, to this plate, so that it can catch. So that's the primary problem. Now, why this is the case is the mystery, where I'm asking you guys for help, and I can show you a few points which will help you identify what is the problem. So firstly, if you look at this, let's look at the frame. The frame was built up very accurately. It is all the four corners are exactly square, and this is there is no visible gap between the pieces of the frame, and I will quickly show you that. So here as well, there's no gap. Here as well, there is no gap. And finally here, again, this is well constructed frame. The next thing I'll show you is the squares. So the frame is vertically straight and going from the top of the frame all the way. I'll start again. So you can see it's vertically straight and there is no gap anywhere between the level and the frame. So this is showing that the frame is not bent at this end. Similarly here at this end, there is no gap and the frame is also aligned. Don't know if you can see the bubble. The frame is again not having any good gap or any bend between the level and the frame. So this frame is perfectly built, installed, and it's not bent on any of the sides. So I can show you, the door moves easily with a single hand. So the vertical and the bottom ends are also very level. So that is the frame. But now if we look at the doors themselves, the doors do not go all the way to the far end. So on this end, I can see that the door is well attached to the frame, but at this end there is a gap that builds up. So you can see that the door does not go all the way to the far end. So I cannot lift the handle any more than this. If I use force, it's not going anywhere. So that is the problem, and there's a significant gap. Looking at this gap, my mind tells me that if the door was 5 millimeters further out, then this problem would not occur. But there is nothing that I can do or I can think of what would have caused it. Now, we did install the glazing with toe and heeling. So if this is the door, the packers are placed in this corner, the first pair of packers, and then in this corner So that's the first door closest to this. Then the second pair of hackers are here, and then here. So that is your second door. And the third frame, the packers are here and here. That's how we have done the toe and heel installation of the door. And the gap is 5 mm. So even if I don't expect that it's the weight of the door to cause that much gap. So I expect that this vertical line should actually be behind this line when this door is properly closed. So that is the description of what is the problem, and I'm hoping that you guys can help me out.